Clip of the Day.
There's a couple of interesting reports showed up on Democracy Now! I thought was interesting. There's of course, this is like one of those.
How can you watch that? I can't watch it.
I not only can watch it, but the clip I took, I left in a little bit of the music so you could listen to Amy back announce it.
Oh, she's back announced? Where is Amy today?
So here's what the thing is. This is like one of these, some lawyers are crooked. Oh, milk goes bad if you leave it out kind of stories. But it's still, this is Corporate Espionage Part 1.
Mikhail Paskalev, I Spy. This is Democracy Now!
I Spy. She's great. She's really good at that. Let me just play that again. That was good. I'm glad you did that. That's very nice. Hi, everybody. Z100 with Amy Goodman. I Spy.
Mikhail Paskalev, I Spy. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman as we turn to...
She does that well, too. This is Democracy, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. Hey, everybody, it's 1:44 in the afternoon.
I don't have it on this show, but I have a clip of her prattling off the end, at the end, being really late, but still having to announce some people's names.
Yeah.
She is a world beater in terms of fast talker.
She should do a time and temperature check at this. Hey, everybody, Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, War and Peace Report. 145 at 35 degrees here in Washington, D.C. I'm Amy
Democracy
Goodman.
Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman as we turn to a new report detailing how corporations are increasingly spying on nonprofit groups that they regard as potential threats. The report's called Spooky Business, Corporate Espionage Against Nonprofit Organizations. It was released by the corporate watch group Essential Information. The report found a diverse group of nonprofits have been targeted with espionage, including environmental, anti-war, public interest, consumer safety, pesticide reform, gun control, social justice, animal rights, and arms control groups. The corporations carrying out the spying include the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, Walmart, Monsanto, Bank of America, Dow Chemical, Kraft, Coca-Cola, Chevron, Burger King, McDonald's, Shell, BP, and others. According to the report, these corporations employ former CIA, NSA, and FBI agents to engage in private surveillance work, which is often illegal in nature but rarely, if ever, prosecuted.
Oh, hold on a second. Mr. Dvorak. I think without a doubt.
Clip of the Day.
Not even close to being a good clip.
Oh, it's a great clip. What are you talking about? It solidifies the theory completely. That the NSA is just spying for corporate espionage.
Right, they're all right. Or blackmail too. I had some clip that was about blackmail that was.
What's this number 2? This is a long one.
The number 2 is the guy. This is the guy was long because this Hummer, who's more of an I mean, I'll ring the bell a few times, but it's just like it's out of control. Is the guy who's partly responsible for doing the report? I think his byline's on it.
It's long. Do we want to listen to it? Okay.
Before we go to California, where we're joined by the report's author, Gary Ruskin. He's the director of the Center for Corporate Policy, a project of Essential Information. Gary, welcome back to Democracy Now! Explain what you found.
Thanks for having me on the show again, Amy. Yeah, we found a tremendous diversity of corporate espionage being conducted against a wide variety of civic groups across the country, in the UK, a case in Ecuador, and in France as well. So what we found was a tremendous variety of use of different types of espionage tactics, from dumpster diving to hiring investigators to pose as journalists or volunteers, to electronic espionage, information warfare, information operations, hacking, electronic surveillance. And so this appears to be a growing phenomenon, both here in the United States and maybe in other parts of the world as well. But our report is an effort to document something that it's very hard to know very much about. We aggregated 30 different cases of corporate espionage to try to talk about them. But really, each of the cases, we have very fragmentary information. And so it's hard to say we have what we have as a part of the iceberg, whether it's the tip of the iceberg or the tippy tip of the iceberg. We don't really know.
Gary, let's go to 2000.
From what we know.
Yeah, really, Gary, you're boring me.
Greenpeace files a federal lawsuit against Dow Chemical and Sasol North America for engaging in corporate espionage. The lawsuit alleged corporate spies stole thousands of confidential documents from Greenpeace, including campaign plans, employee records, phone records, donor and media lists. Democracy Now! Spoke to Charlie Cray, the senior researcher with Greenpeace USA at the time. He explained what happened.
BBI, the defunct private investigation firm, hired subcontractors, including off-duty police officers who went through Greenpeace's trash to find useful documents on a regular basis over 2 years. They did this almost twice a week on average. They also used subcontractors who had colleagues who attempted to infiltrate Greenpeace as volunteers. They cased the Greenpeace office looking for, we don't know what, but probably doing advanced scouting for people who would then intrude upon the property. We found a list of door codes. We found a folder that said wiretap info, which was empty.
You know, what's irritating again about this, John, the Center for Corporate Policy, according to their website, nonprofit, nonpartisan public interest organization, nowhere to be found with their nonprofit information. There's no 990 information. There's no nothing. There's no entry. Yeah, that's annoying.
Well, you sure that's not essentialinformation.org and they're just, it would be under that?
Well, then
essentialinformation.org's been around way too long to not have a 990.
Hold on. Essential information. Well, then they're being sketchy at best. Well, let's listen to more of this guy, and I'll look this up.
We know this company has subcontracted with a company called NetSafe, which is a company that was made of former NSA officials skilled in computer hacking and things like that. So we really don't know the full extent of this, but what we've seen is incredibly shocking, and our goal is to bring this out into the light of day and to stop it if it's still going on.
That was Charlie Cray, senior researcher with Greenpeace USA. Gary Ruskin, if you could respond to that and then go on to talk about Walmart and Up Against the Wall, the nonprofit organization.
All right, that's good enough. You can kill it. I'm getting tired of it. Anyway, apparently this is I think I guess the NSA trains people, and when they quit the NSA, they go off and become.
What do you mean?
It's like the whole country. No, this is all that's going on.
It's moonlighting. It's like, hey, it's 5 o'clock. I'm going home. What are you doing?
Actually, it's probably a pretty cool moonlighting job because you can come back to the office and look stuff up.
Yeah.
But a lot of police do.
Yeah, absolutely.